But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the most famous words in iRacing. It's time for your One Grid TV Go Time music. "16 drivers here at Oswego Speedway. The first season of the Lickity Slicks. One Grid TV's Thursday night action. Bumper to bumper, wheel to wheel, and door to door through turns 3 and 4. Belts pulled tight, nuts on that dash. Here in the Lickity Slicks, we are green. As they cross the flag stand to complete the first lap of tonight's event, it's Jaleel Bennett with the lead. Anthony Eli all over his rear bumper. Caution is out, and we got issues. I see Zachary Kennedy spun around on pit road entry. We do get an incident report. I think Armando Melgosa and Caden Clark may have been involved. Let's take a look at the replay. So I see Zachary Kennedy, that's him in the 55, plows tight, right rear in the wall. I think the 7 car finishes him off. Oh, big air time, gets into, I think that might have been, not sure. Oh, I think that was Armando Melgosa. Rolls nice and slow to the cone, green flag's back out, and away we go, but I see contact all throughout the field. Jaleel Bennett, Anthony Ellie into the second position. Douglas Henry battling on that top line. To the outside of the 19. The 19 will cross in front of him. Contact between Howell and Douglas Henry. That's Jonathan Howell in the 19. Jamie Howell in the 17. Jamie will go backwards. Issues for Jamie Howell, just like on Pal Racing Tuesday. And Douglas Henry will be the beneficiary as he works on Jonathan Howell. Yellow flag is out. Issues. I think it's Raymond Wimmer. Oh, he's missing an entire right front tire. Raymond Wimmer the second. Heavy damage. Had a great showing on Pal Racing Tuesday, but now he's got a limp. That destroyed car back to pit road. Let's take a look and see what happened on the replay. Raymond Wimmer looks a little out of shape. Daniel Nance 3 wide up the inside. I just don't think Raymond is ready for him to be there. Gets himself put in the wall. In command whenever he decides to go is when the rest of the field has to follow. Green flag is back out, and we're back racing. Douglas Henry, big plow up into the fluff. That's going to allow Damon Leonard and Jason Wooldridge up the inside, and Doug continues to go backwards. Jamie Howell will not make the pass for the position. Meanwhile, up front, Anthony Eli shunted out of line. Give it back to Jonathan Howell. Can Jonathan get around Jaleel Bennett? He goes on the attack. Ellie is there. 3 cars, 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Jonathan Howell. Yellow flag is out, and that just saved Jaleel Bennett. Damian Leonard might have gotten caught up with Josh Warner. I'm not sure. Might have been Brian Smith. Let's take a look at the replay. Watch the 18 car. The 47 plows up the track. Oh, he leaves the 15. Not enough room on the bottom. Almost flips the 18 over sideways. Nose to tail. Leader will have the bail. We're going to be back under green. Potentially issues for Brian Smith. It looks like that rear spoiler is trying to rip itself off. Here comes Douglas Henry out of nowhere. Last restart, he went from 3rd to 7th. I think he just found his way from 7th back to 3rd. Inside of Jonathan Howell. Jonathan will retain the position. Meanwhile, Anthony Ellie tried to run down Jaleel Bennett, couldn't get there. Now Jonathan Howell has to work on him all over again. Doug back in the 4th position. Regains some control and tries to re-attack. Ellie into the wall. There might be a big pile up. Ellie stuck on the fence, and we still don't throw the yellow. Now it comes out. So you can see that 5 car running in line. I don't think there's contact from Howell. I thought he plowed just a little bit. Yeah, too much right rear, and Howell actually finished him off. Just needed to give Ellie a little bit more room there on the exit, but Ellie up in the fluff. It's hard for quicker drivers to get around. Round turns 3 and 4. Jaleel will go early, leaves him at the door. Here we go. We're back underway. Jaleel Bennett played the game, and he will profit, and it leaves the rest of the field side by side, scratching heads, and the yellow comes back out. I think Raymond Wimmer has destroyed the right front again. The right front gone on the 0-0 buckshot Wimmer. Oh, and he's going to finish off the car entering pit road. I'm sure he's not happy about that. So let's take a look and see what happened. Raymer restarted 5th on the bottom. Oh, he just runs at the back of the 50, checks up, and everybody else finishes him off. And now Douglas Henry pulls to the inside of Jonathan Howell. He's trying to get that position quick. Trying to make that bottom line work. Not quite. He needs to be aware of Kenny Douglas. He might try to make a move on the 66. This time, Bacon boards the 19 off the cushion, gets a really good run on Jaleel Bennett. Here comes Jonathan Howell. Jonathan, expertise driving through 3 and 4. Can he replicate 1 and 2? Trying to pull close to the 94. Kenny Douglas moves to the inside of Douglas Henry. Douglas up in the fluff. Trying to bang the boards. Gets that right rear stuck. Maintains the 3rd position. And right now, Jonathan Howell is all over the rear bumper, but now he's all over the wall, and the 66 will go by. Douglas Henry putting a little bit more rear tire in the fluff. He makes the same mistake Jonathan did. Can Jonathan capitalize? Yes, he will. Up the inside, goes to make the pass slider. Can he look inside? There's Wooldridge. Almost 3 wide, side by side down the back straightaway. Jonathan Howell all the way to the top. Doug tries the slider of his own. It will connect. Here comes Jonathan back on the inside. Crossover, the over, the under, the zig and the zag, and give it back to Jonathan Howell. Here comes Wooldridge. Big slider, and that might have just bailed out Douglas Henry. Raymond Wimmer wrecked again. And I think Anthony Ellie may have been involved. Raymond is not happy. Oh, no. Let's take a look at the replay. Raymond Wimmer running on Anthony Ellie. Anthony Ellie, no rear spoiler. Daniel Nance up the inside of Buckshot. 0-0 in the 47 and the 5. They're all in the fence. And I think Raymond Wimmer just got finished off. Single file restart within 10 laps to go. How does this change how these guys build runs into the restart zone? Back underway. Might be a cleaner restart, but it's also slider prone. Kenny Douglas took a shot at Douglas Henry. The Douglas and Douglas show. And Jonathan Howell has probably been the 2nd fastest car tonight, trying to get around the quickest car tonight, Jaleel Bennett. I was gonna say a slider, but he'll just try the bottom and see how it fares. Oh, contact! Was not ready to be drawn even with the 19. This time it's a slider. Can Wooldridge complete? Yes, he will. Here comes the 19 back to the inside, and a caution will fall. Brian Smith, no front right, and that bailed out Jonathan. Oh, my. Oh, he just pushes up into the fluff, into the fence. And there goes the tire. Pop goes the weasel. And we bring out another yellow 25 laps into this race. Here we go. Green flag back out. It'll be a 6-lap shootout. Jonathan Howell and Jaleel Bennett got a really good launch. Leaves Douglas Henry, Jason Wooldridge in the dust. Anthony Eli, don't blink, but he's already up to that 6th position, trying to work on Kenny Douglas. Oh, around is Jonathan Howell. Oh no, your 2nd place driver. He's been the most aggressive with that top line. I wonder if he flew too close to the sun. Oh my gosh, the right rear all the way in the fence. Does a good job of keeping it up out of the way. Does anybody have an answer for the problems Jaleel Bennett is causing? Sneaking up the show, leading every lap, green flag back out. And it's a little bit doggier this time around. Wooldridge trying to close the gap. Douglas Henry had an attack out of Kenny Douglas. He will close off that line. Jason Wooldridge just right in the tire tracks of the 94. Can he build a little extra speed? Running out of time. Now we begin lap 28. Jason Wooldridge bouncing off the boards, trying to do everything he can to get to the 94. Douglas Henry all clear in 3rd. He'll watch this battle ensue. Jason Wooldridge looks a little bit quicker, but it's the issue of clean air and a one line around Oswego that's going to hinder his ability to get side by side. He gets a really good drive through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, coming to 2 laps to go. Up the inside, Jaleel Bennett doing everything he can. A white flag one more time around for the gang. Next flag ends the race. Jaleel Bennett has led every lap tonight, proving he is one of the fastest at the beginning of the season. Oswego Speedway, shout his name. Wooldridge into the wall. Nowhere to go for the 66. Douglas will pedal it back. Wooldridge stopped in the middle of the track. There's a pileup coming to the checkered. Anthony Ellie gets the 3rd position. Oh my. Caden Clark 4th. What a rebound night for Brian Smith in the 15 and 5th. Jason Wooldridge unable to get that car back going. And Jaleel Bennett, your winner here tonight at Oswego Speedway. He's going to park it on the front stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaleel Bennett, winner of the Dirt Late Model Pros, Race 1 of Lickity Slicks. Jaleel, one hell of a fight out of you. Some may say you stunk up the show. Some may say you brought the show. What did it take? What was the effort level? What was the focus level to be dang near mistake-free to make sure you hold on to that lead? How close you had to run the boards, the slick line, not allowing drivers to get side by side, but also not allowing you to make a mistake and stay glued to the cushion.
Yeah, man, I came out here, bro. I struggled with a little bit of traction, but I kept momentum. I kept pushing, and it was able to happen. I struggled a little bit with the grid, and to everybody, I'm totally sorry on that. But at the end of the day, I made it happen, man, and I put everything I got into it, man. And a big shout out to BSR Racing, Savage House Racing, Moser Racing, and yeah, man, much love to everybody that helped me put into what I got, man. And it was a great race, 100%.
Jaleel Bennett, winner of the very first race, the first feature in Lickity Slicks, led pretty much every single one. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
We'll send Jaleel back down, finishing P2 in a dramatic way. The number 66 at Douglas Henry, your Tuesday night winner. Doug, no one in the booth, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got a copy.
Finished P2 here tonight. I want to know, what was the reaction when you came around turns 3 and 4? They're coming to the checkered, and you had Wooldridge backwards in front of you. We saw some contact, and you still found a way to pull off the 2nd position.
Yo, I'm not sure what they pay out for 2nd place, but it's all going into fixing this race car, I'll tell you what.
You had a great night on PAL Racing Tuesday for the Dirt Series of Volusia. Won the feature. Finished 2nd here tonight. You were definitely a top 5 car. What do you need moving forward in Lickity Slicks to give these guys a run for their money and get that top spot? Or do you think Oswego just wasn't the track for you tonight?
Well, this is my 2nd time on the racetrack ever, so I definitely just need more seat time on some of these tracks that I haven't run before. I definitely think I could probably pull off a couple wins at some tracks I'm more familiar with, so.
Alrighty, Doug. Finishing P2 tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll send Doug down and finishing the third. What a captivating night out of this young man, a driver, the number 5, Anthony Ellie. Let's talk to him. Anthony, in the booth, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
What a crazy night it was out of you. First, we're battling for the lead. Then we get caught up in a wreck. We're relegated to the rear. You drive your way up to 6th, another wreck, and you kept rebounding, and you finish home in 3rd. Talk about the resilience you had to display tonight at Oswego.
Oh man, to be honest with you, when I went for that second quick repair, I was just gonna ride out, and then I found something in the bottom of 1 and 2, and man, it just turned into a rocket ship, and it just went right to the front.
Going into the rest of the season, it's going to be a long one. 15 weeks of dirt racing here, nonstop. What do you got to do to get this championship? You look like you're going to be one of the favorites.
We got to be consistent. Jaleel that won the race as a teammate. We had quite a few team cars up in the front, so it's just going to be about consistency against all the boys, and we push each other to strive for the best.
One last question. What the heck is on the front of your car? Who is that flipping us off?
Well, that is Kenny Douglas in the 36 car.
Oh, my
Snapchat that we got from him.
Okay, we love it. We love to see the camaraderie. Congratulations, Anthony, on the top 3.
Thank you so much.
We'll send Anthony back down, and ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude tonight's racing action in the Lickety Slicks, brought to you by One Grid. Jaleel Bennett picks up the win. Douglas Henry, Anthony Ellie, Caden Clark, Brian Smith round out the top 5. One heck of a night. Next week, Monday night, Frontier Truck Tour returns. iRacing, alcohol, the beautiful mix of both. We see them at Dover. PAL Racing Tuesday. The Dirt Series, Tour number 1 with the Dirt Late Model Pros. We'll go to Limaland. And as well as the Throttle Hopper Racing League, it kicks off Wednesday with their season opener. Thursdays, we'll be right back here with Lickety Slicks. My name is Noah Longyear, your pal Rowdy, the producer of One Grid, creator, co-owner of PAL Racing. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight, and I will see you next time.